Today we're going to be testing out some new coffee gear. The folks over at Pakt shipped me out their brand new Pakt Coffee Kit. As you all know by now, I've been working with them the past few months to make some videos for the channel here, as well as write some blog posts for the Pakt blog and website. I'm really excited to give this a try. I am typically a Chemex and AeroPress user. I thought it would make a really fun video to unbox this, give it a try, and give you my honest opinion and thoughts on this device. I really don't know that much about it yet. I wanted to kind of keep the mystery for the camera. So before we get into it though, I do want to specify Pakt is sponsoring this video, so special thanks to them for making this a reality, but I do want to make sure everyone knows that my opinion is completely my own. They're not going to be seeing this before it comes out. They don't even know I'm making this video, so I just wanted to make that clear. This is a sponsored video, but these are my honest thoughts. All right, so getting into the package, I really always love Pakt's attention to detail with the packaging. They're Sea Hive certified, so they reduce a lot of that unnecessary packaging waste that so many companies don't seem to pay much attention to. So you can see on the overhead camera here, congratulations. Now great coffee goes wherever you go, travel, home, office. I really love this just nice kind of simple design that they always do for the packaging. Better for the environment, but I still think it makes for a high quality unboxing experience just without all of the waste. So let's get this out. Looks like we have got some paperwork here. Get that out of the way. So they send a diagram apparently. Brew guide for the Pakt Coffee Kit. Fill the kettle to the second line from the bottom, 300 mils. With clean water and push the button to begin heating. I didn't realize this comes with a kettle. Super cool. That makes sense why the higher price point. This comes in at $160 right now. I think the full retail is $189. To lift the upper part of the dripper. All right, I'm gonna get into this after I unbox the rest of it. Comes in this carrying case. It's a pretty decent hard shell case. Definitely looks premium. Let's see here. Ooh, this looks really nice actually. All right, so it looks like that is the kettle. Let's see what we got here. For instructions and tips, go to paktcoffee.com. Okay, so you have a little elastic band that keeps this in place. That's really nice. It looks like you also have an extra sleeve here with a mesh cone filter. I have a mesh filter for my AeroPress, which I absolutely love. I haven't actually been able to find any worthwhile Chemex permanent filters. If anyone has tried any, by the way, quick sidestep from this, but if anyone knows of any good reusable Chemex filters, let me know in the comments. So it has a mesh filter, looks like the plug for the kettle, a little scoop here, and that is it for the case. Kind of take this apart and take a look. Yeah, you are getting my completely unfiltered opinion here. I've never tried it, and like I said, I don't know much. Is this the cup? This is really nice quality. I love that it's kind of a matte, soft rubber feel. Feels really, really premium. A little heavy, which definitely adds to the premium feel, but not sure for traveling the amount of weight this is gonna have, but this is a really, really nice cup. I really like that mug. And this here I'm imagining is probably to put coffee in, maybe? Again, you have that soft touch silicone there. You do have some fill lines in there. All right, so I didn't come fully prepared for this. I don't have any coffee or water here at the desk. I will be right back. I actually didn't know that there was a kettle attachment here, so I'm gonna go grab some coffee, grab some water, and I will be right back. All right, so I'm back with some water and some coffee, and let's get into the instructions. This is gonna be a messy video. I do not know how all of this works. So it says fill the kettle to the second line from the bottom, 300 mils. That's a nice sound, wasn't it? All right. Quick note too for travel, this does come with a decent sized cable. I would say that's 3 or 4 feet, so a little bit over a meter. put this on here, push the button. That's heating. I don't see any temp controls, so I'm assuming it's just gonna boil. Step 2, lift the upper part of the dripper to engage the 3 nubs in the slots and twist and lock in place. And this is over the travel mug. This is a really neat design to have it collapse down. Step 3, A, insert a reusable or paper filter, and B, add 3 scoops of medium coarse ground coffee. I should have checked the coarse recommendations before this. I have a medium, should be close enough, I would hope. So yeah, I'm gonna insert the filter. This does seem a little stiff. I would imagine over time this will soften up a bit. I'm gonna try and kind of massage this open a bit. It's kind of bending more now, so you are gonna have to mess with this a bit right when it's brand new and flat, but it does seem to respond well. There we go. There is that, and it said 3 scoops of coffee. 2, 3. All right, we got 3 scoops of coffee. All right, step 4, once the kettle is shut off, pour just enough water over the grounds to wet them evenly. Pause to allow your coffee to bloom for 15 to 30 seconds. All right, that's very similar to how I do the Chemex. You guys saw, I did a video of my normal morning coffee routine earlier in the year. I absolutely love that Chemex. I just got it this year. Before that, I've been a long-time AeroPress fan and user. I do really, really love this setup though. If I was still working in an office, I would have loved to have had this. I actually brought in a full-size temp-controlled kettle to make coffee and tea at my little cubicle desk back when I used to work in a call center. So far, really impressed. I would imagine this is to store your coffee. The soft touch rubberized exterior feels really, really nice. Yeah, this really is very high quality. I don't know what this is for. Oh, does this maybe? No. Oh, this is the lid for the drinking after I'm done making it. That makes sense. I like that it has the measurements inside of the kettle, because typically you'd use a scale for a Chemex or an AeroPress to kind of dial in those amounts. So I like that that's set up. I heard a beep. I think that means we're done. I'm gonna move these papers off here just for cleanliness sake. All right, so we're gonna go for 15 to 30 seconds. Let's see how this pour spout is too. You usually want a smaller pour. And this does look like it's leaving out a really nice, kind of smooth, small pour, similar to a gooseneck, except it's not actually a gooseneck. Might be this long design that they did. Very, very smart. Very impressed so far. This is a good grip size too, I will say, for one-handing it like this. So yeah, we're just gonna slowly pour. So how is everyone's day? I hope the soothing nature of this coffee pouring is going through to all of you. This is, I talked about it in my coffee routine video earlier this year. This nice pour over pouring is just so soothing to me. It's very nice. Curious to see how things go with this mesh filter. I love the idea of a reusable filter. You know, better for the environment obviously, but cheaper and easier. I did grow to really enjoy my mesh disc filter for the AeroPress. I never went back once I tried it, but, oh, and that's it. That's all of the coffee. What's your favorite method for brewing coffee? Let me know down in the comments. So this metal part gets pretty hot, obviously, but you have this nice lip on the side that does not get hot. So let's do that. I'm going to jump forward again in the timeline, let this cool down a bit for me to test. It does look like it's a pretty well insulated cup, which is good for on the go, bad for my sensitive baby mouth right now while we wait, but I'll be back in just a minute so I can give this a try. All right, so I'm glad I paused. Apparently my overhead camera memory card filled up, so I got that swapped while I was waiting. This should be cooled down enough for me to drink now though. Came out pretty good. I think there's some tweaking that will still need to happen. With the boiling water, I do need to adjust my grind setting to that medium coarse. I think that would be better. Got a little bit more bitterness in here than I normally would through the AeroPress or the Chemex. But that's just more of a factor of getting things dialed in. I also did not read the instructions before I brewed that time, but it's really good though. Solid ratio, I think. I don't know how many grams that ends up coming out to, but I usually do a 16:1 ratio on the Chemex. But yeah, overall, I think this is a really nice setup. I like that there's a spot to store the filters. It really has everything you need. I was a little concerned when I saw the price point originally, but I did not realize it came with a kettle, and not only just a kettle, but look at how beautiful this kettle design is. Like, I would totally rather use this in my kitchen compared to the one that I have. But yeah, with the kettle in mind, I don't think the price point is all as crazy as it might seem on the surface. You know, good quality kettles, I spent, I think, $130 on the one I've been using. Granted, I've had it for 10 years, but it was quite the investment, and I think that's what's going to happen with all of this. This really is extremely premium feeling. I think it looks really nice, and I would definitely travel with this. Like I said in my packed backpack videos, you know, I travel pretty light, and it's honestly a little bit more space than I need. So I could totally see if I was going somewhere for an extended trip, I would definitely be bringing this with me. I think if you're any sort of coffee fan, if you've tried to travel with an AeroPress or other things like that, it can be problematic and messy, and the AeroPress definitely does not have these sweet aesthetics. And it just doesn't self-contain as well. And yeah, I think if you're someone that wants to have or won't have access to a kettle at your destination, I think this would be an amazing setup to bring with you. Yeah, really impressed. I loved going into this completely blind. Hopefully the video wasn't too messy. Let me know what you think of this too. I would love to have an excuse to try some more coffee gear. I know everyone seems to like the coffee videos that I've done in the past. Really big thanks to Pakt for sending this out and for sponsoring the video. They really are doing such a good job at creating, you know, quality travel products that are, you know, made with the environment in mind, you know, with reducing their packaging. They're made with that minimalist aesthetic and minimalist function. Yeah, really good quality stuff that they are doing. I've made plenty of videos about them in the past that weren't sponsored, so that should speak to my true opinion of them. Really great, excited to dive into this more. I'm probably gonna make a few more runs of this now that I have a better idea to dial in specs and whatnot. So I'll share in the comments if the coarser grind helped with the bitterness. I think that's important to share with everyone. I should have listened to the instructions first, but I loved going into this blind. It was so much fun. Let me know, are you coming to this video because you just got the Pakt Coffee Kit? Are you thinking about it? Yeah, feel free to ask any more questions that you have down below. Someone from Pakt might even be able to pop in and answer if I can't. But thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna go have another cup of coffee here, and hope you have a great rest of your day.